Hi everyone. Good start. Welcome back to Crochet VLOGMAS. This isn't working, is it? I think I've got he wants to sleep on the job, this guy. He's a bit limp. I think he might have I don't know. Hang on. Maybe that's a bit better. Is that better? He's not really on there very well. Here he is. No, he was rubbish. Okay. Good morning. I'm still very croaky. I do apologise. Diddly do. Bit of a weird day today. The reason being we've got a carpet being fitted and I can see a chin. I'm not happy about the chin. All that naughty food has taken its toll. Anyway, yeah, carpet's being fitted today. So the house is a complete nightmare. There's stuff everywhere. Gary's clearing out the living room. And, well, we're trying to also put up some icicle lights. We didn't have any drawing pins, so we had to go and get some. And, well, you know, we're back now. Let's see what the joke is today. Didn't read it ahead of time, but it is small. So hopefully I won't make a complete mess of it. What's the elderly's favourite genre of music? Hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop. That's a bit of a clappy. Still got a long way to go. Then I've got those big books down there waiting in the wings. And it literally is in a wing. It's on that side. Anyway, hello. I'm back. Oh, didn't really do, I've got a chin. It's really annoying me. Yeah, I was doing so well on dieting as well. That's the annoying thing. And then you get all these clothes, so you think, oh, I'll buy a few sparkly bits for Christmas, and then you start eating, and suddenly they're tight. At the time I bought them, I thought, should I buy a bigger size? Because you know this happens every year, and it's like, no, it'll be fine. I'm not going to overdo it between now and then. Always happens. So I'm kind of beating myself up today, and that's it. No more food today. That's it. I'm done. But you know, best laid plans and all that. Maybe I'll just have to look like a sausage skin until after Christmas. Anyway, I'm waiting for the postman. Thankfully, we went out quite early, so I didn't miss him. But yeah, so if I've got to keep a listen for him because I've got some bits to go off. Near enough every day now, if I'm in, then I'll schedule a postie. And like I said the other day, I don't know if it was on here or on one of my other videos, that everything I send out now I'm doing first class, so it gets there. No extra kind of cost involved or anything, just do it. And yeah, so that, you know, I've heard a few horror stories of like letters that have gone adrift. My sister and my brother both had one, but I've had nothing, you know, although a letter that she sent me or a card she sent me hasn't arrived. So I think it was, they live near each other. So I've just got a feeling it was their post that went a bit skew-whiffed that day, or around that time they might have had, you know, a problem with a certain area. Because they're both Essex for some reason. I've had nothing go amiss at all. Everybody has got theirs really quick. So, you know, Kent posties are better than Essex posties. Or so it seems. Anyway, I've got to help Gary hump some furniture soon. Oh, I'm looking forward to that, not. Yeah, we've got to clear out everything from the living room. He's done most of it, but it's the bigger things that he'll need help with. But there's nowhere to put them now. As it is, we've kind of boxed in the whole kitchen. So I did say to him yesterday, don't do that too early because we won't be able to have breakfast or anything. He said, oh, I've left an area to get the kettle. You can't get to the water though. So, you know, and you can't get to the cooker. He said, you can just move that and we can make toast. Yeah. So that'll be it. If we have dinner today, it'll probably be takeout. That's if. I don't know if I will. But yeah, so the thing that comes out next is going to take up the last bit of space that we got. So yeah, maybe I should have moved the coffee machine at least, so that, you know, we could have used that and had drinks. But I think maybe the safest place, once the postman's been, yarn van. It's got to be, isn't it? I've got a kettle, I've got water, I've got tea bags and heaters. I could do some work. Well, I did do actually quite a bit in there the other day, and I was quite surprised how much space. But I've also put my tree up, and I'm going to have to show you my Christmas baubles. I haven't got them in here, but I'm going to have to go and get them and show them to you. But I've put my tree up, and I suddenly realised, what about lights? And now I do have, I used to have loads of lights, and I'm sure I've still got some, but they're not readily available to me at this precise moment in time. So it's kind of holding me up a little bit. So yeah, I have to do that. I'll put it where the mannequin was, you know, when I film out there. So the tree will be behind me. I need to raise it up a little bit more because I hide the tree while I'm sitting. So I've put box down, but I think I need more than that. I need to raise that level up so that the tree's higher. I can't put it on that drawer unit because it touches, well, it's too tall. The ceiling's in the way, and it's quite a distance of, you know, tree, that so it doesn't fit basically. But yeah, so not just this one, but the one out there can look a bit Christmassy as well. And yeah, I do need to get the rest of that yarn van sorted anyway. Might be a good day to do it, possibly. Not much else to tell you really. I haven't done any more crochet. Been a bit busy around here really, and last night I started to feel a bit again, and it was the day. Yesterday was the last day of my antibiotics, and where I was starting to feel more energetic, suddenly I started to kind of think, oh, I'm just done now. I need to sit down, and I think it's because obviously, long while ago, and I had a good doctor. He said to me one day, you know, are you tired? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, you will be, because you've got asthma. And so when you're ill, you don't get a good lung full of oxygen, and it doesn't, you know, the oxygen doesn't get carried around your bloodstream. So therefore you'll be tired. Okay. So he explained that to me. So obviously that's the reason. I've been using my inhaler, but it's this congestion. It doesn't seem to want to go. And I think it's a lingerer. You know, it's one of those that lingers a little bit, from what I've heard anyway. So I do feel a lot better than I did. I mean, I wouldn't have been sitting here if I didn't. I mean, I did get to the stage where I was just, you know, done. Just totally done. But now I'm only kind of done if we go out and, you know, do lots. So yeah, I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm going to go and get my baubles because I need you to see them. They are amazing. I'm back. Right, ready for this? Now I have shown these on my thumbnails from time to time, but from that you might know what they are. But these are cute as a button, really. You ready for this? I love these. They're yarn balls, look at that. Perfect for the yarny enthusiast with a yarn van. Look at that. So I have a few of these. You get 3 in a pack. There we go, we've got green. And they're kind of in straw, like the baby Jesus. Right, so we got, red, green and gold. Red, gold and green. Oh no, don't sing. Not that it was anything like the original for me to get strike on me, but gold, green and red, that's better. So aren't they gorgeous? I love them. What does it say on them? Durable. Durable. You could say something like squishy, couldn't it? But no, durable. Durable. Anyway, so those are going to go on my tree out there because that's perfect for out there. And yeah, they're cute. I just love them. They're so sweet. Yeah, and I've been looking for them for a while, but now I've got them. I've got 9, so that should be enough. I'll put other things on there as well because I've got some other baubles out there. Just don't have any lights. When I do, I'll put it on. But yeah, aren't they cute? I was thinking, you know, making some baubles to go out there, but they're just so much better. Okay, it's sparkly as well, so it's all right. They really do shine. I mean, I don't know if that camera caught that, but look how glistening they are. Look, wow. Fabulous. Yep. I said to Gary, I bought these, and he kind of looked at disbelief and went, for my yarn room. So, I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I put them on the tree, but you know, I wanted to get... They've got to be in the yarn room, haven't they? Really, they've got to be there. That's their little habitat. And I do have a very small tree for here, like a proper one with little lights on it, but I like the more thin tree. Anyway, yeah, cool. I really love them. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, I think, when Posty's been and the carpet's been done and I'll be in the way. I'll just go out there and get out of the way. I think it's for the best, don't you? You know, just saying. I haven't done any more of my my fingerless gloves. I've got to look into that. And also, I don't know, you guys remember, I did some squares. They were snowflake squares, I think they were. I want to make a blanket out of that. And if I do a tutorial, all I've got to do is point towards the actual square, and this is what we did with it. So that's what I'll probably do, because I've kind of made enough squares, I think. I have a blanket over me. I'm so cold. But when I take it off, I feel cold. And then I put it on and it's like, a bit tropical. But this one belongs to Harley. This is got penguins on it. It's all fluffy. But I use it all the time. I used to use it when he stayed. But now I tend to, it's my knee blanket now. How many blankets have I made, right? And I use that one instead of one I made. I need to make some more rug blankets for the car. The other day I had, well actually I had one that we got on the plane when we went to Vegas. They gave us a blanket and I pinched it. I half-inched it, guys. I did. I stuffed it in my bag when I left. And yeah, so I have that. It didn't have Vegas on it or anything, but I think it just had the airline. Maybe wrong, I don't know. But anyway, that was in the car, so I had that one over my knees. But there was also one that I made that was sparkly teal colours. I don't know if you might remember I made that. But I've got loads of those cakes and, you know, all those mandala ones and everything else. So I might make some more car blankets with that. I do have others. Do you remember I bought these? Just bear with me. Remember this one? So I could make a really nice... They're dreamy, aren't they? This is the yarn that I made my that lovely shawl with. That's got the orange on it. It's called Roll With It Sparkle, and it's Red Heart. I got that ages ago. I've got a couple of each. Got that one. I got blue, but I also have some really yummy moody blues. Look at that. Isn't that really grim and moody? I love that. But that's mandala. I've got lots and lots of cakes, so, and some bright ones, sparkly ones, gloomy ones. I've got so many, I've got them. I thought, I'll make all these car rugs. I've got a lot of the one called Happy. I did give some away a little while ago, but I still have lots, and I do have others that are really, really bright and cheerful as well. So I've got one called Tranquil. Got quite a lot of that. So yeah, I could make some stuff for the cars. I think we need it this time of year, because especially if you go out and you do get stranded in snow or something like that, you really will need blankets. So yeah, and I used to have a couple of fleecy ones in the car, but gradually, I think my niece came once, a very long time ago this was, and her little one fell asleep and she didn't have a blanket, so I gave her one. And then I had that chevron blanket that I made, the purples one. That ended up in Michael's car to go over Tyler one time. Never got it back, and he says he doesn't know where it is, but, you know, it could disappear. It was massive. So that's just disappeared into thin air. Every blanket that I ever made that Tyler had or liked, or it used to be on my pushchair, he got and he hoards. So I have very few of my blankets, to be honest with you. I've got my willow square and a few others, but they're too small. They're like baby blankets, ready to give to people and stuff like that. But most of my blankets that I've ever made have gone. They've been given away. You know, when Krista from The Secret Yarnery every now and then shows all that she's made, I can't do that because mine have just been given away. They're like, they have homes. Apart from Gary's, obviously, which is always in the living room because he, you know, when he wants it, he can put it over him. But yeah, I've not really got any my own blankets left. So yeah, I'll have to get cracking on making a few, just blankets for laps, and then I can find in the yarn. I've got the a few shawls out there in the yarn van, but nothing else. No blanket, and you might need one in there because it gets a bit parky at times. So why is it called parky? I wonder why. So you remember I used to do word of the day? Parky, as in cold. A little bit parky. I don't know where that came from. I don't have anything to Google it with. The only phone I have in here that I sometimes record with, dead as a... Oh, hang on. It's not dead. Almost dead. Low battery. How much? How much battery? 19. I've got enough. Right, let's have a look. Why? No. Where does the... Oh, can't spell. Parky come from? Well, it didn't change it into predictive text into something else. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay. It defines the word as cold or chilly. Presumably, the narrator's intended sense, oh my God, with citations from 1895, its etymology is uncertain. Parky can also mean resembling or relating to parks. No, it can't. What are you talking about? Chilly and cold. Yeah, but why? Nobody knows. What does parky mean cold? Quite cold. Well, I wonder... This is just throwing it out there, right? Nosy Parker. Nosy Parker for nosy. Maybe if it's Parker, your nose is cold. That's... No. But why is it a nosy Parker? This could go on, couldn't it? But I think that's probably why. Nosy Parker. Your Parker's your nose. Nose gets cold. It's Parky, maybe. Don't know, but we've had that saying in this country for, well, since 18 God knows what, and frozen to death, you know, so. Parky. Anyway, it is a bit parky, but it's not too bad outside today. It's quite mild, which was nice. I think it's because there's no wind. When the wind picks up, it's pretty parky, telling you the truth, but not too bad at this moment in time. But I do like a little, I don't know, I find the only thing that gets cold for me really is my legs, and that quite often happens. You know, I'll be sitting there even with the heating on because it's a blower. I feel like by the time that reaches my legs, it's a draft. So I'll put something just over my knees, over my legs. And Gary said in the car, what is it? He said, "You're turning into an old lady." He said, "You are turning into an old lady. You've got a blanket now." I was like, yeah, I don't care. It doesn't, you know, children have blankets in the car. It doesn't mean that I'm an old lady. But I suppose, you know, I never used to feel the cold at all. But then again, I've got flimsier leg wear than I used to have, so that's probably the reason. Anyway, bless him. I'm going to get off and upload this video. I finally did my Sundays video yesterday. Well, hey, how about that? So I still have my 13.5k, which I might, if I can, do a bit later. But I've got loads to do. I've got to help Gary get that furniture out and everything else today. And then once the carpet's in, I might do a little film in there and show you because people have asked if I'll show the decorating and everything else that's been done so far. And I did do one a little while ago, so I'll do an update. And that might be on Rocksteady though, so if you want to see it, don't forget, in the description box there's a link to Rocksteady. And I can't do a derma roller thing because I've got a saw. You can't really see it too well, but I have a saw there. And I don't know if it's because I've been ill and under the weather and it's, you know, made me have a little sore. It's not a cold sore, it's just there. But I noticed it after my last derma roll, so maybe I was a little bit vicious. But since I've been ill, it's become a bit of a sore. So I've got to wait for that to heal before I do any more. Maybe not so violently next time. I didn't do it violently. I was like, I didn't do that. But no, maybe it's just where I've not been well. So yeah, I've got to wait for that to get better before I do that. But yeah, over on Rocksteady there's all sorts of stuff and things. And I like to put, you know, things that are not yarny related over there. Because, you know, when you have a YouTube channel, if you diversify it too much, it doesn't do it any favours. So all those people that put other things like a cooking video or something on there, it does confuse it. I've got a few recipes on here that I was thinking of taking off and putting over there. Or I used to have a cooking diet channel, maybe, you know, in the new year. Who knows? Perhaps I have to get that resurrected. Get some blubber off or something. Tongue's still not better, by the way. It's not as bad, it doesn't hurt as much, but it's still there. If I do that, it hurts over this side. So I know it's still there. But then again, I'm not 100% better. But it's not as bad as it was. But I still need, when after the New Year, when I have my appointment, I cannot let them postpone it again. I will ring them and say, I mean, I have to keep this appointment. It's not worried about that. I shall ring my Macmillan nurses. I found the card the other day that links to the Macmillan, so I'll give them a ring and make sure that they pass the message on, because I don't really trust the they call them the secretaries, but they're not. They're just admin-y people that they don't pass messages on, I don't think. Anyway, enough of that, but we'll see. Obviously in the back of my mind, I'm already in hospital going through all that again. You know, that's the way it is. You can't help it, can you? That's just human nature. I often, like, my mind wanders and I think, oh my God, will I have a big... I mean, it took me a while. When I first came out of hospital, I had a droopy lip, didn't I? Remember that? I had a droopy side, which did get better, thank goodness. But I still have numbness and everything else. And I can't, you know, this arm isn't as dexterous. I thought, how am I going to sleep now if I've got, like, both arms out of action, like, for that? Honestly, who knows? So, yeah, there's little things like that pop in my mind. And, oh, my God, liquid food again. And... you know, learning to swallow and eat lumps and talk properly. Oh, the joys. So, you know, in my brain, that's where I'm at again. I'm back thinking about all that, because when the first time it happened, I didn't know all that. You know, I worried about other things, but I didn't know all the, you know, and all those infections and all that time in hospital and everything else keeps playing over. So, yeah, we'll have... Hopefully, fingers crossed, it isn't anything, but I do need them to look at it. Anyway, I am going this time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Take care, everyone.